the monkey business. You've been a part of it. If you've been with the narc, you've participated in it as well. The monkey business of someone trying to tell you something about your narc and warning you and you not listen. And then when you realize it and try to get some help, try to get some sort of acknowledgement to, you see this? They treat you the same way that you treated others. It is a sick and twisted thing. My narc would triangulate people, make sure nobody ever came around certain people. And yet I even watched him know other people shouldn't be around other people, and him having them around each other and watching the discomfort of it go down, and knowing my narc was in a calm space, loving every minute of it, in the next room listening. There was one instance when I knew my narc was just not good. We had an incident where he had lied about our daughter. We never got to address it. I found out the truth that he had lied, and he deflected. He wanted to talk about a pregnancy of a friend of mine. It wasn't his business. I said no. Then almost soon after, his friend, which had begged us, and that's another thing a narc will do. They will expose, and tell, and it is not nice. It's disgusting. He went soon after wanting to reveal somebody's pregnancy to then saying what his friend had cried and begged him not to do, which was to not reveal any of his business to this certain person and not tell him about his son wanting to take his own life. My narc ended up starting to talk about it. I said, hey, don't do that. He was so pissed. He got all around me, started bucking at me, started talking about I twist things and all this shit. The same thing that he did when he first lied on me and my daughter caught him. She came to me and she said, he's lying on you. For no reason. We were getting along. It's like he needed that drama. And he craves it. So anyway, he ended up trying to say whatever, and I just told him no, and we were arguing, and things came out because I was angry. I just found out you had lied on my daughter. Another thing is that he tells people that I talk about his mother. I don't speak ill of his mother. I had tried to protect that woman. My kids came to me and told me that her husband was doing something to her. They didn't know what, but it didn't feel right. And I witnessed it. And they witnessed it. And my narc witnessed it. And no one did anything. One day in particular, he was cleaning the carpet for her. And it was getting stressful. She wanted it done a certain way. And I felt like if she's not going to be here, just give her what she wants. Please. I looked over and I saw him pull up his middle finger. He literally put it up to the back of his mother's head. I said, what are you doing? He was like, F her. Like in a, lower voice. I was so horrified. He didn't care about her life. He literally didn't care. And what happened was he realized it all was about to be flipped back on him. Because he had to make me out to be a person that he could challenge me by saying I was a bad mother. What I would say was, I am not your mother. So don't judge me. Because I'm not your mother. I didn't mother him. And I told him I am here for my kids. His mother wasn't there for him. So he can't tell me what is or isn't the right way in order for me to be a mother for my children. How dare he? Especially after finding out that he was just setting me up to go and discipline the kids. Once after me and the adult kids have talked, we decided we're going to go to counseling. without him, and he's talking about don't talk about me or whatever. Imagine. Just imagine what we have to get through in order to get to ourselves. Because we're there for us and not for him. All because he was the guy that would save people, always talking about standing up for people. And I learned that he was not that person. So he had to protect that person by making me into some fucking villain. She would ask me if they were going to help, if they were going to take her, and she just didn't know what to do. And then at one point, her husband had told her that this was her punishment. When she would call out his name, he would yelp and make all these noises, similar to what her son does to me, did to me. Laughing when I cried. And as she was deteriorating and I tried to make everything as comfortable as possible, he was just so mean to her. And I told him he had time. This is the same person that tortured me and humiliated me and harassed me over my father's death. But yet and still he sat at that funeral and he cried his ass off, and I went over there and I hugged him. God forgive me. He meant nothing to me. And my father meant nothing to him, and he meant nothing to him, and all that, whatever. But yet and still, I want you to understand that their mask will fall. You have to go and make you another something, but you do have the right to speak up. You don't allow them to take away from you. You want to know why? Because when they go to you and they say, don't talk to my kids, don't talk to like this or that, do you understand that they have been talking to them about you? I'm Wrath of the Empath.